Hi, Dr. Michael Gartner, double board certified plastic surgeon, and today we are finishing up our series on the most common questions on awake breast augmentation. So we're going to cover how long is the recovery time, when can I go back to the work, when can I go back to the gym, what do I do afterwards, why is it different than regular anesthesia, and we're going to get into it in just 2 seconds, so stay tuned. So one of the benefits of doing this procedure awake is that you're awake. And so one of the great benefits are I review all the recovery issues with you while I'm putting in your implants. So the beauty of that is some people forget at the preoperative visit because they're all nervous and they're a little nervous but anxious before surgery. We give them written instructions, sometimes they lose them, etc. And so the benefit of doing it awake is we review that while I'm putting in your implants. So that's a wonderful, beautiful thing. And basically a lot of questions are asked versus the recovery. So one is, how much time does it take to go back to work? Well, usually if you had a desk type job where you're sitting there just driving to work, driving back, is usually anywhere from 5 to 7 days in my practice. So I've had some people less, I've had some people a little bit more. If you do a job where you're doing exertional activity, holding heavy hair dryers, then we're looking a little bit more, 7 to 10 days. And if you're doing something which is a lot more exertional activity, driving around, running around a lot, then it could be 2 weeks, okay? So another common question is, when can I go back to the gym? So most people can go back to the gym in my practice in 3 weeks. I like you to stay out of the gym cold turkey. I don't want you to raise your blood pressure because you could break off a clot and potentially start bleeding. And so no bouncing the breast, no raising your blood pressure for potentially 3 weeks. By 3 weeks, I find 99.9% of patients are bulletproof and they can start doing whatever they like to do. How is the recovery different from awake versus general anesthesia? Well, you avoid all the risks that we discussed previously of being under anesthesia, such as nausea, vomiting. There's risks of something called malignant hypothermia. There's a risk of urinary retention and all those things. You avoid all that when you go awake because you don't have to worry about it because you never had anesthesia. And so many people have like a hungover feeling, especially the first 2 or 3 days, which sometimes subsists the first couple days with anesthesia. And so you avoid all those issues. Everybody keeps on asking, can it be done, the awake procedure done with other procedures? And yes, it can, but it depends on the procedures, depends on the length. So it's common for me to throw in a little liposuction of the abdomen or even of the waist, both sides, and then actually do have to re-prep and re-drape. You know, it's a time-consuming thing, so it depends. But we could actually do some liposuction and breast augmentation. I've done breast augmentation and lifts together with under awake. And we could always do a little Botox here or there while you're there. So that can be done with certain procedures. And so keep your questions coming in the comments section, and we'll be looking for them. And keep them coming, and we'll try and answer them as best we can. Until then, stay safe. So just as a reminder as well, I am doing a lot of virtual consultations right now, so keep them coming. I have a lot of people from other areas, Syracuse, New York, Florida, Cape Cod, so keep them coming. We're open for virtual consults. Sign up on my website, and if you have any issues, give us an email or give us a call or post it in the comments below.